Hello and welcome back to Ranch Sim. This is the first day of a brand new game. Ignore the icons on the left. They're my personal settings. You can change yours when you load up the game, obviously, if you wish to. We have our first quest, which is to follow the icon and read the letter, and that icon is the blue one there, which is inside the shed. So this is day one of a brand new game. Like I said, we'll be doing this series one day at a time. And the letter reads, "Hello grandchild, if you read this letter then you agree to fulfill my last will and came to our family ranch. It is desolate because I did not have the time and opportunity to deal with it. Come into the house, I've left a few things in the attic that will help you. I believe in you, your loving grandfather." So, off we go. Find the tent and turn the radio on. The tent is just around the corner here. This green thing, and as you go up to it you can either save the game at any point, just like that, or you can sleep at 8 o'clock at night. That automatically saves the game as well and takes you straight into the next day. So step 2 is to find the radio, which just happens to be on the wrong side of the door, in here, through this door and on our left. And that's quest 1 done. So now it's on up to the attic, which is up the stairs in the opposite corner. And we've got to remove this mattress. So we bring up the wheel. We've got the normal mode up here at the top. Then on the left we've got a build mode, which we'll use later. The gun mode. And on here, the right, we've got the demolish or remove button. So we click on that one, and now we can remove the mattress. Take it back to normal mode, run up the stairs and grab a look at what's in the chest at the other end. And what have we got? We've got a gun, some ammo, 500 in cash and another letter. Take this revolver. In the forest there are many wild animals that can cause you trouble. That just happens to be bears, deer and wolves at this stage. I've left some money and ammo. One more thing, you will need a car. In the garage at the entrance to the ranch there is an old UTV. You will need to use spare parts you find here to fix it up. Good luck. So back down the stairs, and we got lots of little blue dots, one for each part of the vehicle that we're going to need. So head back downstairs. Having done this game several times now on restarts, I know where all the pieces are. So we'll run through them very quickly. And the first one is right here, which happens to be a tyre. We'll take that one up the top. You do have a side entrance to the garage, and you've got the main doors here, which we'll need to open for later. So we'll do that now. That's the first tyre installed. Second one is here. And then around the outside, we've got the petrol tank in this section. That goes down the side. And we've also got out here another tyre. Obviously we need 4 of these. Then we've got the front guard. You can hit the animals. I haven't figured out whether or not it does them any damage, but it certainly doesn't do your vehicle any damage at this stage of the game. Doesn't matter whether you turn it over, run into a building, brick wall, anything. You cannot damage the vehicle at this stage of the game. That doesn't mean to say they won't bring it in later. That's the first of our 2 seats. So yeah, you can be a bit rough with a vehicle. Doesn't matter. And our last piece is in the shed at the other end. That's the second seat. And that will be another quest finished. We're currently at 10:30 in the morning, so we've got a fair old way to go yet before 8 o'clock gets here. We'll see how far we can get through the quests. There's not very many. And we take the jerry can, pop it in the back. Little tip, if it's red, won't place it, has to be green. And if you've got a wheel in the middle of your mouse, and you can scroll that backwards and forwards and set it up nicely, line it up so it can tuck right in the corner, just like that, so that you can fit a lot more stuff in. So off we go. Where are we headed? We're off to the gas station. So let's start up the engine. Not got a lot of petrol in the tank, but it'll be enough to get us there. We'll follow the road, the easiest path to take, because there's no obstacles obviously. You can go across terrain if you want to. And we're heading for that blue top to fill up the tank and the jerry can. So we've got an extra bit of fuel if we're desperate and afraid that we might not make it to the gas station. Otherwise you're running with a jerry can, just like in real life. Nearly there. There is only one pump that works at this garage, and it happens to be this one here. So out we jump, grab the pump, we'll fill the tank first, which is round this side. Once that's hooked up, turn the top pump on and you'll see the fuel fill up and the money disappear from your pocket very quickly. Let's now fill up the jerry can. I find that this is usually enough to fill it at least once or twice, and partly through the third way, if all you do is fill the van with it. But there are other uses which we will find out later on in the series. For now we're just interested in the vehicle. So that's all done. You don't have to disengage the pump, you can just drive away if you're in a hurry. So we'll do that and ping, there goes the pump. Next quest is talk to the car salesman. Now he has got various vehicles, various sizes for sale, but we won't bother looking through the list today, purely because we don't have the money to afford anything new. We're going to make do with what we've got. So we'll just go in and talk to the gentleman and get that quest finished. It's just a small little one where he suggests that we go and have the radio fitted. So we'll continue, like I say, you can buy a car, what's the difference, etc. We'll come back to that at a later stage. Drive around the corner and get the radio fitted. You can change the colour scheme on the vehicle if you want to. There's this colour bar here, just slide it up and down any colour you like. I particularly like black, so right to the far left, turn the brightness right down and the saturation, and you get a jet black vehicle. But we're not interested in that, we want to save our pennies, so we're just going to change for the radio and take that upgrade to finish the quest. Exit, and now we've got to go and talk to the seller. Now I just happen to know that the seller is the local shop, which is where we will be buying and selling all of our stuff probably. You can sell it at the restaurant, which I will look at in a later video and show you the difference between the restaurant and the seller. But you can guarantee that the seller will take everything you've got, and it will be the same cost every time you visit them, regardless of whether you're buying or selling. So we'll head across terrain. Luckily for us, we're going downhill at the moment, but you will find that bigger vehicles, if they're fully loaded, do struggle with hills. That is the case in here, and you must bear that in mind when you're driving. Didn't pick a very good path by the looks of it. It's a little dodgy here. So yeah, anything uphill, if you've got a heavy vehicle and it's fully loaded, it may struggle a bit. So be cautious of that if you're heading across terrain or going to a particular place and you know there's a hill coming up. Be sure that you can get the vehicle up through the roadworks, etc. And here is our shop. Now the shopping cart symbol is where you drop everything off and where you pick everything up. So we drive the vehicle straight on, and then anything you've got in the back will sell straight to the shop. Talk to the lady, end conversation, and we've got to go around here. Now this is where we buy and sell everything at the moment. So we've got chickens, cows, pigs, some items. These four are all to do with beef and pork. These two are the cheeses. This one is to do with the hens when it comes to breeding purposes. And then we've got some tools. So we need, for this quest, 2 chickens. So we'll take a white one and a brown one. We need a crowbar, an axe, a hammer, and an egg basket. And we're going to take 1 extra bag of wheat. Not needed for the quest, but I particularly want it now. And that will do us. So we'll take that. You can alter the quantities here if you want to, and check out just like you do online in real life. So let's go grab our items. Little tip, always grab the animals first, because if you don't, they're likely to run away or get attacked by wild animals. Once they're in the back of the van, as far as I've been able to tell so far, they are safe. So get them in as soon as you can. Just like that. The hammer and the axe and the crowbar all go on your tool belt. They're with you permanently. So we'll put the basket in the back of the lorry. Now I'm going to sort this out a little bit because I want... Yes, I did buy a bag of wheat, so we need to sort this out a little bit. Right, let's tidy you up. Put you in that corner. Grab you. Put you beside him. Rotate the basket. Put that there. And then we should be able to fit the wheat in this corner. Yeah, perfect. Ideal. Back to the ranch. Now there is a shortcut back to the ranch, and one I use every time I come here, if I'm coming from the ranch. It's down this dirt track, goes straight through the forest, cuts it clean in half, saves you a lot of time, a lot of money in petrol, and therefore hopefully the savings will allow you to buy more animals. That is going to be our staple income, the animals on the farm and the produce that they give us. Now we will cut across the grass here, and later on when I've got some spare time we will chop down some of these trees to give us an even clearer path. There we go. Back to the farm. Right, where are we? 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we've still got a bit of time. We'll grab the chickens, and the first thing we're going to do is pop them in the shed. They'll be safe in there, can't escape, no animals can attack them. Not that I've had any animals attack animals on the farm. It's usually once they escape and run out of the ranch range. So that's those 2 in there. Now it says our next quest is to find the bag of wheat, which is over here. Pop that on the floor, open it up so they've got food. Grab the water bucket, we'll put that in the corner. And then it tells us to get the bucket, which we attach to that water bucket. Fills it up. We get a few pennies for completing this quest, which is ideal. And there they are, they've got water. So they're safe and sound, all dealt with. We'll come back to them later. Now I'm going to find the lawnmower. And that is in the old shed. So we'll jump in that. Thankfully it's not a push along. We do get to drive it. Saves your back. And we've got to mow the grass around this tree and then chop the tree down. So we'll get that done. There. Back it up. That may be enough. We'll see. Chop that. And it looks like we've got a little bit of grass left there. So we'll chop back in. There we go. All done. And now we've got to build the first chicken coop. So let's see what the time is. 4 o'clock. Yeah, time to build. That's that option there. Click on it, you get this. This is the option that we've got at the moment. It's very static. No choice. Got to put it where it states. But in June the new update will allow us to put the buildings anywhere. So this is why I'm making these videos. Prosperity for early game info. We've got the choice of a medium chicken or a small one. For now we're going to save money and buy the small one. So let's get that built. There we go. And as you can see, there's an option here to add a feeder that is a trough type thing, and you put water in one and wheat in the other, and it would cost 100. But we're going to save our money. We're not going to bother with that because I've got a nice little tip for you that will save you a lot of hassle, because in here is where the chickens go, and trying to clean that area of grass when they've pooped, shall we say, is very difficult, because it means you've got to crouch down, get your camera angle right, try and get in there, and in the meantime the chickens have run out and are all over the farm. So big huge tip, this is what you do to save you all that hassle. Well, grab a chicken when I could find them. There they are. That one. Open the door. Close it. And instead of putting the chickens in the coop, put them on top like that, because they will not climb off or fall down. They will stay there, so they're permanent. And we'll grab the second one. Where are you? Over here. Take him down as well. Sorry, her. It's a hen, not a cockerel or a rooster. We'll get them later. And this is why I bought the second bag of wheat, because the first one you have to put in the shed and you can't pick it up. You can only remove it and it disappears. So you then put that on top. It's just the same. Open it up. They now have food. We go back to the shed, grab that bucket that we had full of water and bring that over to them as well. They will eat, they will drink, they will stay healthy, and it makes it so much easier for cleaning up later on. Where can we put? There we go. So they're happy there. I'm just going to check the shed because we might have an egg even at this early stage. Have we got any? No. No eggs. Oh, yes we have. There's one. Pick that up. And we'll take that to the basket. The feed that's in there we can use later on when we get a pig. Basket's in the... It's in the van, isn't it? Left it in there. So that's in there. So we are now at 16:30 and it states time to demolish the old house and start with a new one. So we will start at the top and work our way down, purely because if you get rid of the stairs you can't get back up to the attic, can you? So it makes sense to start with the attic. once we're up here, we go to the demolish mode and start taking down the roof. This is probably not going to get finished before the end of the first day. We will probably have to come back again tomorrow, which for your purposes will be in the next video, and finish it off. But depending on how far I get, what I might just do is demolish all of it before I start the next video, so that we can start with the very next quest. There are rules to demolishing. You cannot get rid of one thing before you get rid of everything else that's demolishable. So we can now take the roof off. That's the attic done. Take out those stairs. We can now start taking out these walls. Right, so let's have a look. Okay, I can get rid of that one. Right, so if I try to take the door frame out, that's fine. If I try to take that wall, look, it's telling me demolish the highlighted object first. So if you go around the other side, it's got wallpaper. Have to get rid of that first. Mattress and the wallpaper, and then we can knock the walls down. So if for any reason it says demolish the highlighted object, look to see what's on the other side. There's probably something there, or like this window, that has to go first, then the wallpaper, and then we can get rid of the walls. We're now at 7:45, so this is probably as far as we're going to get before we have to go to sleep, and the end of this video. Like I said, I'm going to do it in 1 day chunks as far as the game is concerned, rather than a whole game for me, because you don't want to sit here for 12 hours watching me play a game. So right, that is now 8 o'clock. So we'll go back to normal mode, jump down off here, and like I say, as you will see, if I go to sleep, we now get the save icon, and we're on to day 2. So I will leave the video there, and I will catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, do all the usual things, you know what you got to do, and I will see you soon. Take care everyone. Bye.